Hey, I'm live. The computer tells me so. I have been all day spreading wood chips, but I did bake some chunky sweet potato fries, and I want to make the pesto that goes with them. So I need to grab my potatoes. So the only problem with eating or baking potato fries early in the day is you eat half of them. Well, actually, I did anyway. So here's what I have left of my potato fries. Hey, Jean. So I'm making spinach pesto to go with my sweet potato fries, and it's on page 414 of the Cleanse to Heal um, medical medium book. And so I got all my ingredients ready here. So all I need to do is bring down the blender. So I'm wondering if I should do the little NutriBullet or the big Vitamix, because it's just spinach, and this is gonna go. I think I better do the little guy because I think it's gonna get small pretty quick here. So it is 3 cups of loosely packed spinach. So that's what I've got here. And I know it's going to seem like a lot, but I think as soon as I start blending it, it'll go down to nothing. So did you see all the pictures of where I'm spreading all those chips, Jean? All right, and then I got a loose cup of basil. And that's going in. Ooh, that smells so good, doesn't it? And then I got a couple of garlics. And then I need a couple tablespoons of lemon. And then a couple tablespoons of broth. And I was completely out of broth. Oh, you've been busy too, huh? All right, so there's 2 tablespoons of lemon. There's a seed in there. Oops. I grab the seed back. And then need a couple tablespoons of water. And then it says half a teaspoon of raw honey. So I guess I better get some dates or about. There's my water. Then I got to get my date paste. So I finally got to where I just couldn't lift another pitchfork full. I thought, okay, that's enough of that. Just a half a teaspoon. Where did I put all my measuring spoons? Oh, right here. Planting in the area? I will in the spring. Oh no, it's not for decoration. Yeah, that's my garden out there. I'm going to plant, some potatoes and squash, and not any big deal. It's really year 3, apparently, that the garden, back to Eden gardening, really takes off. So here's what I've got. It's spinach, basil, garlic, water, lemon juice, and a little garlic. Oh, did I say garlic? Oops. So now I see your response. Okay, here we go. This is going to take a little convincing. there we have it. Yes, we have a 1.25 acre of land, and there's a lot of big trees. But this part is our garden because I had this big idea of growing all our own food, but the deer have different ideas about that. So I don't know. I'm just gonna put what I can in, and whatever they don't eat, we'll eat. But I gave all my potatoes away because I was eating raw. And of course now I want potatoes and I don't have them anymore. That was really stupid. So, at the time I was having so much fun. I thought, I don't want the potatoes to go to waste, but I would sure be enjoying them now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is dip my potatoes in the pesto. So, shall we try one? Oh boy, does that ever smell good. There you go. Hi, Tracy. That's good. Boy, simple and so good. Man. There's not one thing in this book that I don't like. They're so easy to whip up. I mean, potatoes, I just washed them, chopped them, threw them in the Breville. And then what did this pesto take me? It took me like maybe 10 minutes to get everything out and get it ready. And then 5 minutes to, do this. Okay, one more, and then the rest I got to save for dinner. Oh, man. And Jennifer, here comes this thing in the mail today. You know how yesterday I was talking about how fun it would be for the Vitamix blade if we could take the blade out? And I think that was yesterday. Wasn't that just yesterday? How nice it would be to be able to clean it. So what comes to me in the mail today? It's for cleaning out the blade underneath the Vitamix. Isn't that amazing? So I can't wait to try it. I didn't air fry the potatoes. I just baked them in the Breville. Air frying is such a high temperature. I think it's a little bit too high for our food. It just kills everything. Probably baking does too. That's why I go raw. But it's all better than eating processed food, so. Well, basil, garlic, how can you go wrong? Spinach. So good it doesn't make too much. The potato is soft. They're soft and wonderful, chewy. You don't hear me crunching, do ya? All right, what am I going to put this in? Put it in this little jar. And that way I can just stick it in the fridge until tonight. Sure, they bend. I'll drop it down my shirt. All right. Don't you love the taste of garlic? Yum. All right. I almost didn't bother making this, but I thought, oh, I want to try it. I'm really glad I did. Boy. I just used the spinach from Costco, and I get my Thai basil at the Asian store. Oh, Thai basil is just a step above regular basil. Ah, Jean, you're just finishing up your heavy metal detox, huh? I had the heavy metal smoothie bowl for breakfast this morning. Whoa, that was over the top. And the funny thing is my tummy was full, but I didn't feel satisfied. I think just eating sweet like that, well, not sweet so much as fruit. I don't know. It just doesn't satiate me like vegetables do. I did say I would make each recipe. That is correct, Tracy. All right, let's see if I can get this all to go in this jar. Yeah, pretty color. So Steven's out there digging. We were both out there today. And I'm finally, feeling like I got the energy to go out there. Plus, it wasn't raining. It was a beautiful day. So for a while, I just didn't even want to go out there. But now I'm all into it again. So there's 3 wood chip piles out there that have been sitting out there waiting for me. They didn't go away. And so I will see if I can't get working on them. Now, next week, I got 2 potlucks. So Steven actually says he's going to make a soup. He's going to make a chili on Monday for the Wednesday club potluck. And I'm going to make AJ's pumpkin spice muffins. And then that'll be Tuesday. We got appointments. Steven's got 2 appointments I'm going to help him get to. And then Tuesday night, I'll make the muffins. And then Wednesday morning, I'm going to make that Brussels sprout dish that I made, Brussels sprout asparagus, where I put them in the food processor and shredded them. Not shredded them. Thin sliced them. How do the chips help me? They hold the water in when needed, and they disperse it when needed. So it's wet in the spring and the fall and the winter. And then in the summer, we don't have any rain, Jean. The rain can stop from April until, hey, Jesse. The rain, and hi, Mona. Hi. So when the rain stops, everything dries up because we have so much foliage here. There's a lot of water is required. So many trees. And it can stop from April until November. And it did this year. So that's a long time to go without water. But the wood chips will absorb the water in the spring, and they will continue to nourish the plants. You go down into the chips about an inch, and it's all wet down there. So we had to worry a lot less about watering this summer. And that was the first year. It takes about 3 years for the wood chips to really get to where they've decomposed enough. Oh, and that's the other thing. Of course, they decompose and they turn into beautiful soil, full of nutrients. And so instead of not covering and mulching your dirt, your soil, and then it blows away and gardening, and it uses up all the nutrients, but there's nothing to restore the nutrients. And what people tend to want to do then is put chemicals on their garden, which does not regenerate your soil. Jesse, HMD is heavy metal detox. That smoothie we've been drinking. It's 2 cups of wild blueberries, 2 bananas, tablespoon of dulse, a teaspoon of spirulina, and a teaspoon of barley grass, juice powder and an orange and a cup of water, or a half a cup. Yeah, Tracy, we got lots of room because, our yard, part of the acreage is wild, so we don't really care. You can put anything on it, and it all recovers. I mean, the forest is heinous. It wants to take over. So if we left within a very short time, this place would be covered with. Actually, we want it to return to ferns, a lot of it, because then you don't have to do anything. Right now, I got to mow the upper lawn, and there's big, huge trees up there, and every wind, branches come down. We got to pile them up and somehow get those chipped. There's a lot of maintenance. We could just leave the branches where they are, which we do for long periods of time. But the neighbors, they all have, not all of them, but a lot of them have very nicely cared after lawns, like the Mexicans come and they do beautiful work. And they, that's their livelihood, is taking care of some of these yards. Okay. So, since you weren't here, Jessie, and Mona, I made pesto, spinach basil pesto. And I'm going to use that tonight to dip my chunky sweet potato fries in. So I got the recipe from Cleanse to Heal. The work is very good for my body, and it's good to be out in the elements, definitely. Okay, what did I miss? Does what taste? Oh, 2 tablespoons of dulse. Oh, you're using 2. Oh, Jeannie, so you're doing the power smoothie, Jeannie. The muffins, I'm going to make the pumpkin pie spice muffins. The recipe Kiefer sent me the other day, so it's on that video in the show notes. And I can send you a copy. The dulse, you don't even taste the dulse or the spirulina. You put a cup of chopped cilantro in it too, into the detox. It's a great detoxifier. Yeah, Jean. It's AJ's pumpkin spice recipe. Or at least that's where Kiefer says she got it from. Yeah, huge cup of cilantro. I just love cilantro. So he says that the cilantro that tastes like soap, he says that's because of heavy metals in our system. And then if you cleanse it, you'll be able to tolerate cilantro. It won't taste like that anymore. So it'll be worth a cleanse. If anybody wants to try that, it'd be fun to see what happens. But I love cilantro, so it can't be me. Yeah, the cilantro definitely would overpower if it did. But 2 cups of wild blueberries and 2 bananas. I mean, there's lots of stuff in it. I gotta see if I got a top here. Nope. 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 Oh, dear. There we go. I love the drink too, Jean. Mona. I've made several now of AJ's low-calorie density ones, and they're all starting to taste the same. I did make those muffins tonight. Oh, Mona. How are they? You made the pumpkin spice ones? I have not been eating muffins, but I will make them and take into the potluck. And I've got a potluck on Sunday too for my pod. Wish you guys could come. That'd be fun to have you. I'm going to show Forks Over Knives. I'm going to pick it up on Wednesday. So I got potatoes and pesto for dinner tonight. I used to have 2 containers of these potatoes. I baked them this morning, and I've been sampling them throughout the day. So, but I've been working hard out in the garden. So, oh, and a kiwi in too. Yeah, I just ate a kiwi for lunch. Just a whole kiwi. I just ate it. So you're mixing your liver rescue smoothie with your heavy metal detox. That's a good idea. I hope. So, well, which one is the savory spice one, Mona? They are all very similar. Yeah. They all taste good though. So hey, I can check another recipe off my list. Let's see how many I got left. Let's see, what did I do with my list? Seems to me. Oh, I got to do the steamed butternut squash noodles. Here's the picture of the sweet potato fries with the spinach pesto. And that's just like what mine I got. He says, one or the other with the squashes, but I put all 3. I put hamas, purple, and I was going to do a Japanese, but my Japanese spoiled. I had them in a bag, and I should have taken them out of the bag. So like 3 of them spoiled. I was bummed. Not only did I give my potatoes away, but I'm messing up my store-bought ones before I get to them. Well, I don't know what I did with my list. Maybe it's over on the table. Or it might be over by my computer, but I'll find it and I'll mark it off. The pumpkin spice brand. Oh, that's savory, huh? Well, yes, Jean. 2 birds with 1 stone. Hey, Stevie, what time do you want to walk?
What time is it?
10 to 5.
Oh, I need like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Half an hour or something.
Okay. I haven't made the jam bars yet. I don't know. Those kind of intimidate me. I'm afraid I'll eat them all. Actually, it seems to me I did make them once. But it must have been a long time ago. And maybe it didn't turn out well and I haven't made them again. Blueberries on top and not the jam. Well, that's a good idea. I mean, I haven't really been eating oatmeal except for my oat groats, my oat groat sludge. But when I'm making muffins, I like to use the sludge in the muffins because it makes them nice and moist, and they keep moist a little bit longer. I'm having an allergic reaction to my earrings lately. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Jean. Take the dog out before that snow hits. Did it all melt? Did morning snow melt? They're itchy. Oh, I haven't seen Gina in a while. And Jennifer gets to go to a Stevie Nicks concert tonight. Todd got tickets from a gal he works with. So that's pretty cool. So, well, anything else, you guys? Do we need to go over anything else? The banana cornbread better than the bars. Yeah, I like the banana cornbread, but I don't eat it. I like to make it because it's so pretty and it smells so good. But I give it to Stephen and Carol and take it to potlucks. The cornbread banana is the plant-based warrior women cookbook. You can make it into bread or muffins. The morning snow melted. So now you're going to get the big hit tonight. So, Jeannie, what are you cooking in your kitchen? I mean, Jessie. Jeannie too, but you bet, Tracy. Oh, let me see if I can see my list over here. That's just my measuring spoons. Yeah, it's in the beginning, in breakfast type things. Maybe it's over here. Here it is. So I have to make eggplant dip yet, the roasted red pepper and tomato soup, the steamed butternut noodles, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Then there's sweet potato noodles with garlic red pepper and asparagus. And then the chunky sweet potato fries I made today. Oh yeah, the zucchini lasagna, sweet potato tots, and the mini potato cake pizzas. So I got some fun stuff to make. Sliced and twice baked potatoes, broccolini sauteed with onions and spices and veggie burgers. Boy, that sounds so good. Ooh, Jeannie, that's control. 2 slices from time to time. That's great. Yes, it can be frozen, Mona. My husband has his frozen. He slices it and then freezes it, and then he takes one out and heats it up. So, because it'll dry out if you leave it out. It's much better to freeze it. Yeah. Yeah. So, Jeannie, you have enough family that they eat it up quick enough that it doesn't get all dried out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more things to make. I haven't made all the recipes. I haven't made the front ones that are, juices and fruit things. I don't know. I like a little fruit in the morning, but to be all fruit, I like to have some veggies. So, but I understand what he's saying. I mean, fruit people think if you eat fruit before you eat the other stuff, it'll digest. It won't get stuck in your intestines behind the other stuff. Okay. Spilled everybody here. Teaspoon, 3/4, 1/4, and 1/8. Celery, beet, and spinach juice lately. Any suggestions for the pulp? I have no suggestions for the pulp. I compost it because we need compost. We need dirt. We need healthy soil. Yeah, nice gritty cornmeal. I get Azure. I've used polenta too. Wow, last 2 weeks, huh? And it doesn't dry out, Jean? In my refrigerator, I don't know, my refrigerator dehydrates it. But actually, I don't know because I don't eat it. I should ask Stephen. But I know he freezes it, and I'm assuming that's why. I'm doing celery juice every morning, Mona. Jeannie and Jennifer and I are for cleansing. Yeah, the worms. It's great for growing worms. I know some people use pulp for stuff, but I like the compost idea. Oh, good idea, Jesse. Yeah, and a veggie burger. You could experiment, do some stuff. Well, you guys, I'm going to get going. Oh, no worms in Savannah. Oh, they must be in there somewhere. They got to be helping the soil out at some point. It's all sand, huh? Well, it's Friday night, everybody. Moles. Yeah, we get moles too. I don't know. I think moles turn the soil and make it nice and rich. Composted your own veggies for 20 years, but then the outside critters started chewing through the heavy-duty plastic compost bin, and that was the end of that. Yeah, we have critters, but we just figure they don't eat that much. Doesn't dry out. I have it wrapped in parchment paper in a plastic bag. Oh, that's a good idea, Jean. Slice it as you need it. Yeah. You pay a local group that collects compost and uses it in the homeless garden project. Oh, that's a good idea. We used to have so many great worms. Yeah, we still do. We got lots of worms. We got critters and worms and deer, raccoons, possums. I shoo them out of the garden when I see them, but they got my sweet peas. I had a sweet peas that were really bursting, coming up great for my winter crop, and the deer bit off every single one. They're so cute, though. So I'm not going to fight with them. Yeah. I love sugar snap peas, but I went and bought a bag at the store. They needed it more than me. It's getting to be winter, and the pickings are getting slimmer for them, and they're getting big, after feasting all summer. 2 worm cafes raised off the ground. I love it. Is that a worm? Is it a hill? A hill of worms. Okay, I gotta go. Stop at Tracy Lynn's Worm Cafe. Have a worm latte. Let's see, tomorrow's supposed to be rain all day, so I'll probably come and do something. But my cooking, I'll figure out. I'll do one of these recipes again. All right, take care, you guys. It's so good to see ya. Hey, I only got 1 thumbs up, you guys. Was this that boring? Oh, sorry about that. I'll try to pick up my I don't know. What should I do so you give me a thumbs up? Oh, I got 2. Oh, you guys. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. I don't really care about YouTube. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody.